your feet together. Put your feet apart. Spread them. That's it. Now you're going to hold still in your hip for me, okay? Indicator, indicator change, challenge information. Say for me, I do want to be stuck in a rut.
I do want to be stuck in the rut.
Kinesiology originated through a chiropractor who, he used to do these chiropractic corrections, and then he found that his clients would come in and they'd have the same correction needed again. He'd fix it, they'd come back and they'd have the same correction needed again. And he was thinking, why is it, they're going away fine and then they're coming back and they need the same correction again. And he started trying to kind of integrate some of his understanding of meridian energy, Chinese medicine, how does the body work, what is the story about muscular tone and whether the muscles, because it's the muscle that's moving the bone. And so why is this muscle constantly moving the bone out of position? Why won't it just come right? And so he started using this stuff, and he started using various points on the body to stimulate the energetic flow of that muscle. So click, 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 stimulate the energetic flow, and he found, oh, this is changing everything. So he started this thing called applied kinesiology. And back then he would only teach it to chiropractors. It was like, this is special, it's for chiropractors only. But of course there's nothing particularly chiropractic about kinesiology. It uses all sorts of understandings from every modality actually to bring together this capacity to say what is out of whack in the body, what is not working as it should, and return the body to this equilibrium state so that it can heal itself. Electrical, emotional, to 5 to 10, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put one hand on your belly button, put the other on your forehead. And so essentially what kinesiology is it's a modality that uses a methodology called muscle testing. And in muscle testing, we're really using the muscle to establish, is there a good connection between the muscle and the brain? Excellent. If there's a good connection, when something is stressful for the brain, what happens to the muscle? And so let's say, for instance, I asked you to put your arm out like this and I pushed against your arm. This is testing anterior deltoid. It's a single muscle. This muscle should be able to hold against a push with no difficulty at all. But if I say to you, think about something really stressful, and I push against this muscle, the stressful thought will decrease the flow of energy via the nerve to the muscle. So the nerve doesn't contract the muscle to the same degree. And when I push against the arm will go boop. So that's a muscle test, and it's a tool that we use in kinesiology to access all of that information that sits in the unconscious. Let's say, for instance, I had a client who came to me, he had an elbow pain. He was a rugby player, he'd gotten into a scrum, somebody had kicked his elbow, it had moved in the wrong direction. In a case like that, what's happening is that the information between the elbow and the brain is saying there's something very seriously wrong here. The brain sends back a message, give me pain, because pain is a message, don't do anything right now. So the danger stops. Theoretically speaking, the body should then reset and say, the danger's over, the elbow's fine, everything is groovy, but it didn't in this case. Something was going on that didn't allow it to set. In this particular incident, what happened was the brain said, no, this is a trauma injury that I think is still going on. So that's what the test reveals. I do the muscle test. The muscle test says, under structure, give me the correction for trauma injuries that are still going on according to the brain. And in that particular incident, it's amazing actually, because all I did was one correction. You hold the bones together in the way that the elbow is supposed to be connected. So just pushing on two sides for 3 minutes. Spoke a little bit about what was going on during the time. Was it stressful? What was happening? 3 minutes, injury gone, completely never recurred.
Because their commitments, I need to go to work in order to earn money.
And so these dreams of yours you can't do and earn money with? In my personal transformation work, I'm teaching people how to have this experience of themselves that is loving, emotionally free, self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence. And kinesiology is a really, really big part of that for me. Because with the kinesiology, we have this amazing capacity to get into the unconscious mind and find out what are the belief systems, what are the sabotage programs, what is the basic grounding belief of how life works for me, who am I, how do I get along, how do I get what I want out of life. And all of that is sitting in the unconscious mind. And so when I use the kinesiology, we can actually get down to those belief systems. And then with the kinesiology, we can reprogram those belief systems really, really efficiently. so that you might come in with this belief that says, I'm not good enough, and we can really, really quickly shift that around and actually reprogram the unconscious mind to know, actually, I am good enough. And then you live from that new understanding. Say for me, I do want to be stuck in a rut.
I do want to be stuck in the rut.
I don't want to be stuck in a rut.
I don't want to be stuck in the rut.
Okay, so what we got on board here is what's called a sabotage program, which means that you would love to not be stuck in a rut when you think about it, but your unconscious mind wants to be stuck in a rut. Because in some way, being stuck in a rut works for you, helps you in some way. If you're looking to heal yourself in some way, you've got all of these systems that need to be working in order for healing to take place. Whether it's emotional healing, physical healing, there's all of these systems engaged in your health. So your lymphatic system and your blood system and your respiratory system and your energetic system and your emotional system and what's going on spiritually and what's going on with the environment around you geopathically, all of this is influencing your body's capacity to return to health. The body wants to return to health. It's designed to return to health. Information correction. Is there anything else for this time? Specified age recession. There's no contraindications for kinesiology. There's absolutely no reason why anybody shouldn't use kinesiology. If you're going through a divorce, if you can't sleep at night, if you have cancer, if you've got struggle with your gut or your intestine, if you are allergic to stuff, it's pretty much good for everything because we're just working on returning the body to balance.